my Renaissance grandma. Hey, honey. You the first one in. Hey, PNG. Hey, Big Niecy. Hey, Sandra. Hey, all y'all. Hope y'all can see what I'm doing. Hope that's a little bit better. So I'm about to get this thing together, okay? I'm going to try to do as much as I can.
The trailer for my new film, The Breadwinner, starts.
Get over there. Stop playing for somebody to get hurt.
Had a Bible in my hand, but still needed help. I was down. feel like nothing's changed. You're trying to fix it, trying to stay strong, but some battles ain't yours to fight alone. You've done all you can, now here's the key. Peace starts when you set it free. Let go, let God. He already knows every tear, every burden, every low. You were meant to break just to prove you tried. Some storms are only his to fight. It ain't worth your peace, it ain't worth your tears. You don't have to carry what he's willing to clear. Take your hands off, let him do his part. Let go. And let God. You keep blaming yourself for what you couldn't change. Keep rehearsing the past, reliving the pain. But healing don't come from holding on tight. Sometimes strength is knowing when to surrender the fight. It's okay to fall, it's okay to rest. It's okay to say, Lord, I did my best. Now watch how he moves when you step aside. Sometimes your silence gives him room to provide. Let go, let God. Give him control. It ain't your job to carry every soul. You weren't built to bleed for every scar. Some things are only healed by who God is, not who you are. It ain't worth your joy. It ain't worth the stress. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. So lift your hands up and soften your heart. Let go. And let God. You prayed for answers. This is one. Let it go. Don't mean you gave up. It means you gave it over. You finally trusted that he got you. Now breathe. Let it be. Let go, let God. He never fails. Even when life feels like hell. You don't need to carry this crushing soul. You just need to trust and let it go. Your peace is sacred. Your heart deserves light. And joy don't have to come with a fight. So walk away. Even if it's hard. Let go.
Wow. Say, Tracy, I'm glad everything is okay. I'm glad you had it. I'm glad you had it. It's just on me more and more now that I have to do what I feel like I don't like to use the term God telling me to do. I'm gonna say using my discernment and the way I feel like he's, I'm just gonna say guiding me. Um this is something that I feel like we really needs to be doing. And I'm going hard at it. I'm going hard at it. I understand it. I understand it. I've changed and evolved in so many different ways, so many ways, good ways. You know, turning everything over to God, not going back and forth with people, just a whole turn. Now I'm able to see, feel like even clear what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like it's this. And anybody that I can help or motivate or inspire to do it, do it. We need to make sure we stay in simple form as much as possible. And, you know, do what we know we need to do, because it's not really nobody else's responsibility. It's not. If you're an adult and you're able-bodied, and I say able-bodied because there are some people that cannot do certain things. If you're able-bodied, there is no excuse. You know, there is no excuse. So I feel like this is something we cannot depend on all these other people to give us different things. Okay, this is something we know we have to do. We know we have to eat. We know we need water, and we know we need essential items. So anyone that cannot see that, I hope you see it eventually. I'm saying at this point, you can't have too much. You can't have, especially if you got more than yourself in your household, you can't have too much. Okay? And like I spoke about before, grab things for people that may not never need in your household. You know, that's the right thing to do. If you have the discernment and you feel like, you know, you come across my live streams or my videos, or you talk to me out in public or something and we talk about this, take that as maybe something that, you know, you need to do. Or if you see somebody else on platforms that's talking about survival, stocking up, take that as it came across you, because you could have not even came, you know, across anybody doing it. Maybe it's meant, you know, for you to do it. So much stuff, so much stuff, so much stuff is happening daily. People have lost their mind. Even the people in high places are so comfortable. So comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And they think they got it all together. They can stay and do whatever. And one of the reasons because they know they got so many people that they're going to be able to control, which is three things: food, water, and essential items. They're going to be able to control you, you know? And even though you may lose all your stuff, we never know what may happen. I'm not saying that. We never know what may happen. You may lose all your stuff. But keep in mind, at the end of the day, if you're doing it right, God sees. He sees what you tried to do and what you're doing. And at that point, you lose everything and something happen. Make sure yourself, if you're trying to live best you can to be good in God's eyes, that way you may have to just rely solely on being spiritually fed. If that makes sense. Hope I'm making sense. I hope that didn't go over some people's head or you took it in a different way. But you got to try. Faith without works is dead. Okay? Y'all know that's one of my favorite scriptures. Faith without works is dead. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and continue. I wished I could play my kingdom songs, but I get copyright. So I try to find uplifting spiritual songs that don't go too deep, that they, you know, speak truth about God, no matter what religion you is. I try to carefully pick. So if y'all wondering, I am listening to Monet. I can't say the name, but I found out that she is not a real person, is AI. But the person that did write the lyrics is a fellow Mississippian. So of course, I'm going to share the love. I'm going to play the music because it's so true and I relate to it. I didn't know she was a fellow Mississippian that was writing these lyrics. I didn't know, but I related so much. So I don't mind sharing the revenue. We've been blessed so much in the past few weeks. So I don't mind sharing the revenue. So that's what I'm doing. If I don't share the revenue, well, I cannot play it without sharing the revenue. So I choose to. I like the music so much. Okay. So let it uplift you. Get your pencil and paper. You may see something. I don't know how far y'all can see. I will be doing a tour coming up. But let it motivate you. Get your pencil and paper out. And just know a lot of us that's doing this, we're not crazy. Okay? We're not crazy. I'd rather be a leader than a follower. So I don't want to follow all the trends and the things everybody is doing. I want to follow. I will follow, but I want to lead in something that is going to help others, whether some people take it as helpful or not. Something that's beneficial, something that I feel is a must. Okay, it don't have to be hard. I'm gonna be showing y'all how to get some of this stuff for cheap, you know, and you'll grow to love it. I promise you'll grow to love it, getting it for cheap. Um, I'm not gonna spend my coin and get these people my money for full price stuff without trying to get a deal, you know. So I'm gonna share that with y'all. Everybody take it the way they want. You know what I'm saying? Everybody take it the way they want to. Tracy, I am glad everything is good. I'm glad you had your solar power generator. That is, that's a must. That's a must. I did get some more good news. I won't be. I'll have blood relatives here coming soon. Um, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but what I've always said, I feel like it was a reason I left Mississippi because I didn't plan it. I feel like God led me to leave. I used to always tell my granny before she passed, I don't know why. I never said I was gonna leave Mississippi. It just happened that way. And I said I never know when, you know, family may end up moving. I'm already done set that up. I'm already done set an area where they can move and won't be alone. Even though I was alone up here since 2008 for his blood relatives. You know, I got my husband, kids and stuff, but I'm talking about like blood relatives. I've been here since 2008. My brother came up a couple of times, but I'm not going to go deep into it. I'm just going to let everything play out. But God said the same when I do tell y'all, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So I will have some blood family, you know, actually here. Here in the state of North Carolina. I'm gonna say that. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So it's been so many blessings. I when I was thinking, you know, different things, what to do, this, that, and the other, then that happened. I'm like, okay, all right. God answer my question. Answer my question. So I know I'm where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go back and start back prepping much of this as I can. And y'all do what you know is right to do. I'm hearing her was on your channel. My first time hearing her was on your channel. Hearing who? Love Bug. So my first time hearing her was on your channel. Catch a live screen. Hey, Love Bug. Learning is forever. Yes. Yes. I have family in Mississippi, not sure. I've heard that. Not sure if I'm spelling. Oh, you're talking about the singer. Oh, yes. So it's a Mississippian that is writing these lyrics for it's Xania. I guess Zanaya, maybe? Zanaya Monet. Okay? And like I say, I related so much. I related so much. And I don't do much. I don't do certain Christian like music because of my faith. But, you know, everybody conscience is, you know, let your conscience. And so I pick carefully what I listen to. But if it's saying the right things and it's you know, it's only one God and it's saying the right things and it's not going off the deep end with some stuff that I don't know that's in the Bible, then I listen to it. You know, I've made that decision to listen to it. And so, yeah, I think it's a Southern thing. Love your song choices. You play beautiful music. Thank you, Love Bug. Thank you, Honey Bun. Thank you. So let me get some more of this stuff situated because I have a lot of stuff to bring in here that I have to do videos on. And I can't put none here because we've just been, and can you believe we've been using off in this? And I still have all this stuff This, the top shelf that's over here, I'm gonna make it as what we're gonna pour from. It'll be actually the working pantry, but everything else is food stock up. So Kylie, cut that air on cool 70. It got warm in here. I think the heat is on. Your room naturally hot. You want a whole sweater. I'm hot. I'm hot. Thank you for all you share. Very helpful. No problem, love bugs. I will just let your screen play as I get some work done. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it, honey bun. Oh, also, I hope I hope y'all are enjoying me responding to comments through the voice messages. They messed up when they gave me that ability, because now I can comment to y'all current comments more quickly. So YouTube doing their thing with that. They doing their thing with that, you know. Being able to do a comment voice message is so much easier, because I'm constantly got stuff to, you know, do. I barely sit down, you know. Lately I've been able to sit down more, but my wheels be spinning, especially about getting these preps together. So it's still a lot easier, okay? So let's go ahead and dive back in. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but I'm gonna get much of this done as I can, okay? I love the recordings. Oh, Tanya, I'm glad you like it, honey. I'm glad you like it. All right, so let me go ahead.
I show up whole, show up ready, but you treat me like I'm temporary. You love the idea, not the death, but baby, I'm not, and maybe I'm instead. Don't treat me like a plane you ain't sure about. Don't keep me on the bench just to run your route. You got one shot, better make it count, cause baby, it's hard, don't play around. This ain't no tryout, I ain't proving nothing. I'm not gonna beg to be something, neither claim it or move on, but I ain't staying no halfway home. Might bring love that don't miss, but I'm not the prize for a boy to fix. You want the throne, show what you about, cause over here, this ain't no trap. You want dinner, peace and prayer, but your presence only halfway there. You like the chase, not the keep. You want the highs, not the deep. I ain't in competition with your fear. I'm not the one to wait another year. I'm not an option to rehearse. I'm the real thing, not the reverse. So don't test me like I'm on display. Love ain't earned through gameplay. You better know when you see gold, or watch me shine for someone bold. This ain't no tryout, I ain't proving nothing. I'm not gonna beg to be something, either claim it or move on, but I ain't staying in no halfway home. I bring love that don't miss, but I'm not the prize for a boy to fix. You want the throne, show what you about, cause over here, this ain't no trial. I don't audition to be loved, I don't compete to be kept, I don't shrink to be seen, I know who I am. Do you? I don't chase, I don't wait, I don't beg, I don't break. So if you still unsure now, you already lost your shot. This ain't no trial.
I don't know if that's a southern thing, y'all, but I always been that type. I don't chase. None of that. I used to have this motto: if we dated and you messed up, you was fired, and I don't rehire. And I stood on it. I literally stood on it. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's because we from the same place or what, but nah. No. I used to be like that. That was one of my dating days. But then when you married, things change, right? Change to a certain extent. Fired, and I did not rehire. No longer accepting the applications for that person. No, 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 no. Let's see. Hey, Kayla. I wish that I had a lot of space like this on the shelves. Honey, I may do. It may look like a lot of space, but I'm literally making do. I don't even know how I'm gonna get a lot of stuff in here. I don't even. I'm making do. This is my son's room. Okay. Yeah. I'm making do. Something happened, they ain't gonna care. Put stuff on the bed and drawers, whatever. You get it where you can get it, okay?
So I took every I love you too deep, even when they only meant it for a week. How was I supposed to know what love looked like when daddy never showed me what felt right?
Which song? Rhonda. Ugh. I don't know which one because I don't know where you put that up. If you on here, you hear it again, let me know. I'll pay attention to the chat more often, okay? What's wrong? Do you want to help? Mm-hmm. Take these and put them on the countertop where Summer can't get to them. On the table. But put them for bed where she can't get to them. Tracy, let me get back to you on that because I'm actually putting together a video of some things that we may all forget because at this point I want it to be where y'all, put me on to some stuff. I don't know it all. I'm doing, I'm only giving y'all what I know. So I'm gonna put together a video of some things. And sometimes we may not have certain things on our list and go into the store and it may be some clearanced out. Because the thing about prepping is there's things that you can buy for one thing that may serve another purpose. It may just come in handy, So we know the basic stuff, but I always tell everyone, and I've gotten off the rocker and did what other people suggested me to do when it wasn't right for me. Okay, so excuse me. My thing is, I can't stress this enough. Prep things that you can control. Okay? A lot of processed foods, a lot of sugary foods that's already got it in it. We don't need a lot of that stuff in our preps. We don't. Sometimes people think that prepping, you just grab whatever you can get. That's for if you ain't prepared. That's for if stuff is going on and you just gotta grab. I try to get things that's, and I've had people say, oh, well, you should get, and I started getting Vienna sausage and all that type of stuff. And then I'm like, I'm going to eat it, see how it do. And it just don't work. It do not work. Take it, for instance. I share with you guys about my physical. And, even though it's not bad, it's a little high, my cholesterol. Imagine if something were to happen and you got nothing but junk in your purpose pantry. You hungry. You forced to eat that every single day because you ain't got nothing to make nothing healthy, nothing low in sugar, nothing low in salt. What you gonna do? It ain't like you can run to the store and change it. What you gonna do? So when I used to talk about putting healthy stuff in our pants, a lot of people left comments. Oh, you know why? Because that's what they was doing. And sometimes people want you to be just like them. So they would downplay a lot of stuff that you say don't do to try to make it seem like, oh, we use our common sense. We got common sense. God gave us common sense. Even though it ain't common for everybody. And that's not being funny. I'm just telling it like it is. All right? We cannot afford to put nothing but junk in our thing. And I say that because I've seen a lot of junk. And sometimes, you know, we feel like that. Now, you're going to have some processed stuff. You're going to. But, like, if y'all watched that video that I did at Publix, the deals, you saw when I got the tomato sauce, I got no salt added. I don't have high blood pressure or nothing like that. Like I told you, far as I know, with my physicals, I'm in good health. Just, I know I was eating crazy. And I'm looking at the time from last year physical to this year physical, and I know how much junk I was eating. It raised my cholesterol. So imagine it gets to the point where we can't go get a physical. We need to try to, eat healthy and all this, because look at the cuts and stuff that's been happening. People insurance going sky high. Okay? People insurance is going sky high. That's going to be less money for your household. If you care about your health and want to keep your health insurance. So you're going to pay it, right? Most people going to pay it. So what if it gets to a point where that ain't available like that? Anything can happen. You want to make sure that you put in what you can that's healthy as some things is out of our control. Some things is out of our control. We never be able to control, but what we can control is what we put in here. Okay? And the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of Twinkies and cereals and potted meat and Vienna sausage and all that. Now, I just did a haul. Y'all ain't saw it yet. Couple Vienna, cans of Viennas is on there. And I said a couple. Okay? A couple. Because it's okay to be able to have it maybe once a day. Not even once a day. Not no Viennas, because they full of salt. Okay? And they processed. Heavily processed. Every other day. Okay, fine. You want to open up a can of Viennas, have a honey bun or something. It's a situation going on. Ain't no food in the stove. So, okay, fine. But some people is going to have to eat that every single day. Because they didn't get anything that they can control the salt. They can control the sugar. If you pay attention to the syrups I got from Publix, buy one, get one. If y'all watch that video I put up today, I look for the low sugar. Even though I don't trust all that and I don't like low sugar stuff, because the sweetener that they use can cause you more problems. So I'm not one to deal with all the diet stuff and all that, because that can be a problem. And I'm not a doctor or physician. I just know a couple things because I went through, having the GERD and being sick constantly as a kid. So there's things I do know, and if I can share that with y'all, I will. I know I have a bougie body. My digestive system and stuff is just naturally, it's just not on that level. So I call it a bougie body. And I've been like that since a kid, since a baby. Okay? So I know these things. I know I don't have a gallbladder no more. Okay? I know that. So why in the world would I go? And then I know I let it be a lesson. Sometimes things happen for us to see, and like my doctor said, you ain't in no danger or nothing. It's just a little red flag to say, hey, calm down, get that off. That's what my doctor told me. And I understand that. Some things is there, and if you do what you're supposed to do, God will show you. Or show you. That was letting me know, hey, all them sugary drinks, all that fast food, all them cakes and cookies, no. No. But what if I had my purple pantry stocked up with all that? I'm not going to sit there and continue to eat it every day, knowing what it'll do to you. So sometimes we can create problems for ourselves about what we put in our breadbasket. And if it's an emergency and you hungry and you in constantly, can't go out, martial law can be activated. Anything can be going on. These people that lost their rabbit minds. Okay, anything can be going on. After 2020 and up to what's going on now, can't nobody say, oh, that'll never happen. Oh, that'll never happen. Can't nobody say that. Can't nobody say that. So we don't know. We don't know. But we know things is happening. And there's probably a lot more that's happening that is not being put in the news. So, why sit there and do that? I get no salt things because I can add the salt that goes in it. You know what I'm saying? I can add the seasonings. There are some seasons I can't tolerate. My stomach be doing backflips. I would be crawling on the floor, having a whole episode from GERD. Okay? There are some things I cannot deal with. Right now, as we speak, I'm halfway fighting a little bit of GERD. We ate out, but we ate cheddars. And I got something supposed to be healthy. I had baked fish with rice, sweet carrots, and broccoli and cheese casserole. Sound healthy, right? It was healthy, but it's what they cooked it in that got me. It's what they cooked it in. So when I say I have a bougie body, I got a bougie body. But we had to grab something quickly. But we did not grab, everybody got them a meal from the restaurant. But I have to be careful because there are certain things, like I don't use vegetable oil. I don't use canola oil, none of that. I use olive oil. I don't buy vegetable oil in my house. I don't buy it. Those 10 years, 10, 11 years I went eating no beef, no pork. It's about the time I started with olive oil. If I'm gonna fry something, I fry in olive oil. I don't use vegetable oil. I don't use Lord, Crisco, none of that stuff. None of that stuff. I grew up on it, but after knowing how it do my body, and back then they wasn't telling my granny what was giving me the GERD and stuff. They weren't telling her that. Even with me constantly having strep throat as a kid, they wasn't telling her it was my allergies and it was the fan and the air conditioning. They wasn't telling her those things, So in Mississippi, you'll have the AC on and a fan blowing at the same time. It'll get hot there, okay? So sometimes I would sit by the vent and they just wasn't telling her. They wasn't telling her deeply like what. So when I got up here, then I realized because I had a GERD doctor and all that stuff, and they explained what you eat and all that. So that's how I'm able to understand, even with me talking about eat for your blood type. I've mentioned that to y'all several times. And oh my goodness, the stuff that I'm not supposed to eat, that they say, it bothers me. Has always, so I know it's legit. But right now I'm fighting through it just because I ate that and I thought it was healthy, not thinking, you don't know what they're cooking it in. Yes, it tastes good. But I don't. Everything was healthy, except I don't know what they cooked it in. And that right there, my body was like, I don't want to digest this. You just ate this, and I don't like. So I know I'm gonna have to take famotidine tonight. I know I'm gonna have to take famotidine, which is my GERD medication. But GERD will get so bad. When I talk about GERD and acid reflux, GERD will have you hot. GERD will cause post-nasal drip. You see me keep swallowing. It's because maybe I have a lot of sinus stuff going on. And even with my sinuses right now, that's another thing. It's a mixture of, and I'm saying this because it links back to what I put in my stockpile. I have allergies really, really bad. Always have had it. Always, ever since a child. And I'm allergic to some things. There's a difference between allergic reactions and allergies. I learned that from my allergy doctor because I did not know. So I'm allergic to some things. I already have bad allergies. My GERD makes me have post-nasal drip. My allergies make me have post-nasal drip. When that stuff comes down, it only can go one place. That's to your stomach. It will upset your stomach and make you think your acid reflux is acting up, when it's actually all the mucus that drains down. But also, you put the wrong food in there. Now you got a twister going. it would cause heart palpitation. How many times have I went to the hospital? EKGs and everything. Couldn't find nothing wrong. Blood pressure was up, but it was because of my GERD. Okay? It's horrible. It messes with your anxiety. It messes with everything. It's horrible. And I know how to control it. Like, had I would have been, had I would have cooked today, then we wouldn't have gotten food from the restaurant. But we was trying to eat food from the restaurant rather than having like the fast food. And like I say, everything was healthy, it was good. But it let me know after I finished, when I started feeling my food sitting here, and I burped the grease, and I'm like, wait, I didn't have nothing fried. It's like ding, ding, ding. Whatever oil they use to bake the fish, put in the carrots, and even the broccoli and cheese casserole. All the red lights. Had I would have laid down after that, I probably would have woke up with heart palpitations. And when I tell you that's scary, it is so scary. It is so scary. It's awful, okay? So, and I've been getting them ever since a kid due to what I eat. So, I can't afford to be in an emergency situation with nothing but junk. And then that builds up from me eating it every day. And now I'm on my famotidine constantly. I don't want to take my acid reflux medicine constantly. I don't. Because now you got another problem with that. It depletes the iron and the calcium in your body when you're taking a lot of the antacids stuff. So, I don't want to have to do that. I'd rather eat healthy and avoid having to take that stuff. You may not have blood pressure problems. I don't have blood pressure problems. I'm not a diabetic. Cholesterol is a little high. My doctor already told me, she's like, you young. We're not finna do no cholesterol medicine or none of that. Then ding, 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 honey. Why you gonna choose to keep messing up? Then they gonna put you on something. You keep messing up. It ain't gonna do right. So I'm very skeptical about what I put in here. I'm a firm believer. And I'm telling y'all this so you'll understand what I'm saying. Because like I said, I had a lot of naysayers over the years that's like, oh, what is it? And then I go to their channel and they actual preppers. And they showing they stock. And they stock is full of all type of chili. I mean, it's fine to have it. I won't tell you that I won't have a can of chili. Or a couple cans. But it's nothing that I can eat. When I say everything processed, I'm like, okay, and now I understand why you telling me that I should grab everything I can. I understand, but everything don't need to be heavily processed. Okay? When I make canned vegetables, I pull that water off. I rinse them off. There's a lot of preservatives and stuff in just say these red beans. A lot of preservatives for it to be in this can and can last 10 years past the expiration date. A lot of preservatives. I will put these things in a strainer, rinse them off really good. And if it's something that's high in sodium, it's going to get boiled, pulled off. I put my own stuff. I try to put my own stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to do something. Some people don't try to do hardly much. They just, they just do whatever. So keep that in mind when you are stocking up on things. What oils do you use? Can you repeat which oil? I use olive oil. I don't use no other oils. If I buy oil, it's olive oil. People say you can't fry in olive oil. I have. I've pulled a lot of olive oil in a deep fryer over the years. You have to watch it because it does burn quicker. Okay? It does burn quicker. So you have to watch it and be right there. But I have fried fish and stuff in olive oil, and it's still fried So I won't do that now, but olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is what I use. I have not bought vegetable oil in whoo, whoo, 12, 13 years now. I won't do it, but I think I am getting it whenever I eat out, and that's we have stopped eating out a lot. But today was one of them days like no fast food. We'll just grab something from a restaurant, or and that's what we did. But I know they didn't probably use olive oil because I knew right after I finished eating. So, but it's all cool. At least I know. So let me see. It seems you could never have too much. Our kids have the flu as we speak. I had to run out and get more Pedialyte. Literally went. Oh, I understand, love bug. Yes, my son is complaining of all of that. What you mentioned as we speak. Wow. Oh, wow. If so, I will say this. If he's complaining of all that, don't say it's GERD. I would say take him to the doctor, to the ER or whatnot, because I mean, if he's complaining about what I just mentioned, it's horrible. I'm gonna tell you, it's horrible. Let them tell you if it's acid reflux or GERD, especially if you say they have the flu right now. I would say monitor him. Like I said, I'm not a doctor or physician or anything. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just telling what I've experienced ever since a child. And I say that to let you know how long that's been. So, but if he's complaining of that, I would say, you know, get him checked out, because those symptoms are horrible. And you want to make sure that that's what it is. If he's not been diagnosed with GERD or anything, or haven't had those symptoms before, okay? 2026, 2027, going to be bad. People need stock up and start a garden. Exactly. Don't say what happened when your stomach is back on. People get desperate. Exactly. Share it news or tell us the facts. Nope. Some people won't be able to pay either. It would be for rent. Exactly. So hold on, y'all. So I gotta put y'all on charger. I ain't gonna be on here much more longer. I'm gonna get a little bit more done, and then I'm going to get off because, like I say, I am in the midst of writing out some stuff or whatnot. But in order to even bring the stuff that I did today in here, this had to get straightened out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See, yes, we went today and they said he has the flu, but now he's complaining of acid reflux. Oh, okay. And that will happen. Because, like I just said, now I'm not saying that's the case now, but like I'm saying is the post-nasal drip, when it goes down, and if you got the flu, and if you got fever and stuff like that, that will cause acid reflux. It will. And acid reflux causes post-nasal drip. And post-nasal drip will cause acid reflux when it get down in the stomach. We like to call it back home, you got green cold, even though it may not be green, but the old people back home would say you got green cold, like phlegm. When that get into your stomach, because they don't have no way to, if it ain't coming out, it's, I'm on, as we speak, I'm on Flonase because my everything just started, and I know what to go to. I know what I have to get, and I try not to get on a steroid pack because Flonase is a steroid, but I know if it gets worse, I have to get a steroid pack, and then constantly take the Flonase, which is a steroid, and then I have to get on my Claritin constantly. So just started back on my Flonase, but that's what I use. I always have since a child. So yep, the sinus issues are bad. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Hey, East Dad. I understand. I'm not a doctor though. Like I say, I can only just say what happens with me. But yep, if you took him today, that sounds right. That reflux, fever, even if you have fever, high temps and stuff like that, I'll get it flared up too. So be careful. I know you're gonna watch it. You're helping me plenty. I am so glad, honey. So glad. So, yes, let me do a little bit more. I'll pop this music on, we'll do a little bit more, and then um I am going to get off so I don't hold y'all too long. It's a lot of what? They probably looked at probably a chase. Ain't no telling. Alright. Ain't no telling what they doing out there. I'm just glad we at home. Alright, y'all. Let me get a little bit more of this stuff done, okay? Make sure y'all are.
You've been putting in work when nobody sees. Planting seeds in silence, watering dreams, smiling through pain, still showing up. Even when life keep calling your bluff, they don't know what it costs you to stay in the race. The prayers you whispered with tears on your face, but you never folded, never sat still. That kind of faith gon' break through for real. Your time coming, I feel it in the wind. All that grind, all that pain, about to turn to winds. Every no you heard, God gon' flip to yes. Every closed door is just a divine test. So keep going hard, don't slow down yet. You ain't worked this long just to have regrets. You about to rise like you always knew. Your time coming, it's overdue. You kept showing love even when they switched. Kept walking light when life got dark quick. You poured into others while running on E. But baby, breakthrough coming, just wait and see. You ain't crazy, you chosen. God saw the nights you were broken. He kept receipts on every try. And he gon' bless you right on time. Your time coming, stay in position. The table's turning in your favor, no permission. They gon' act like they always knew. But only you and God knew what you've been through. So chin up, don't let the pressure lie. Diamonds form when you don't quit the fight. It's closer than it's ever been for you. Your time coming, let 'em move. You ain't invisible, you just being built. Every scar, every tear is strength, not guilt. It's your season to shine, your name in lights. You paid your dues, now claim your rights. Your time coming, believe the truth. Everything they said you couldn't do gon' come through. So don't hold back, don't lose hope. This the moment God gon' help you float. From pressure to power, from silence to loud, from overlooked to making proud. Keep showing up, you already grew. Your time coming, and it's due.
And that is so true, y'all.
Ready to rise with more shine.
That is so true. So many of y'all used to tell me something that I knew but couldn't really see it. Couldn't really see it. There's always say what God have for you. is for you, and can't nobody, not even the ones that pray on your downfall, can't nobody take it from you. And oh my goodness, when I tell you I feel like I'm in my season, some good friends of ours, um, we all military families or whatnot, really good friends. They actually went back home. They both was from back home, and Oronde was in the military with the husband, and his wife is prior military, but she had been out when I met, when he introduced me to them. Kind of find out they both was from Mississippi, and so I talked to them a couple weeks ago, and they were saying this your season, and I didn't believe it too much. Believe it too much. Like, no, I'm telling you, this your season. And oh my goodness, when I tell you, even the mental strength, even the whole thing, like that song I just listened to, I relate so well because I understand now from what y'all was telling me, and even that, I'm just different in a good way, and it's just like God seen all the nights of crying and praying, and nobody really feeling like nobody really understand what you've been through, what you go through mentally, even with having a mental disorder. Not that you're crazy or nothing, but a mental. Nobody really understand it. Nobody understand their actions towards you. Nobody understand people, on your downfall, looking for you to fail. I don't went through so much just on this platform, and it seemed like God is saying, yes, 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 yes. You pay, even with the last month, with working so much. Y'all saw me just working hard. Whatever happened, like with the Amazon and stuff, and then just bam, 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 stuff was just coming at me left and right, left and right, left and right, to the point where I started questioning God. I literally did. I know better, but I'm human, and I started questioning God. And then I got myself together, like, no, God, Jehovah is not nobody for me to be questioning. So I got myself together with that, and it's just like, when you see the blessings, when you know that God then is like giving you a break, that's like an amazing feeling. And some of you guys, especially you older ones that's on here, the true older ones, thank you so much, because I seen y'all comments. I seen the uplifting stuff, but sometimes it's just hard to see it. And I'm 38. I got a lot of growing to do. I'm wise for when it comes to a lot of my peers. I'm wise, but I still have a lot of growing. We all, no matter how old you are, you got a lot of growing to do. And then when I was telling y'all, the songs was hitting left and right, just popping up, popping up, popping up. And normally, due to my faith, I wouldn't listen to them. I wouldn't listen to them. I wouldn't listen to them. And it's just like bam, 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 bam. And then I started seeing blessings. And I'm like, okay, what's bad finna happen? Too many blessings. When you just get that thought of it, and then I'm like, no, can't think of it like that. Can't think of it like that. God done saw my struggles. He knows my heart. When everybody else tried to paint a picture about me, when everybody tried to, down me, just everything, he was sitting there looking at it. Now it's to the point where I don't even have to go out there and do nail delivery if I don't want to. I don't have to do any of that. I don't. I can full access to the bases and everything. I don't need nobody to do any of that for me now. It's just like the blessing, the blessing, the blessings. And when you see it, you know that you have done your best. You have failed so many times because you're imperfect. But when you got that with your conscience, no matter how much people have tried to down you and people have tried to make you be out something that you're not, no matter how much, God knows your heart and he sees it. And then when you start just seeing you think about everything you done been through, and then it's just like, bam, it's almost like it was so overpowering, like God was saying, those tests, you passed them. You kept going, you kept going, you kept going. You passed every test, every trial. It was hard, but every test, every trial. And now you can honestly say, and you can honestly know the blessing is coming from a good source. Because sometimes the devil will give you blessings to make you think that it's a blessing. No, 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 no. It's a different feeling when you know that he was watching, he was looking, he saw it all. He saw the times I was humiliated. I can't hold to say that word. All that. And everyone that had bad intentions, he kept away. He kept away. And that's where it's so much joy when you know you try to live right and you try to be nice to people. You try to do things right. Even though we fail. Nah, I done had some mistakes throughout my life. Just like everybody else. Had some mistakes. But oh my goodness. When I really, really buckled down the end of last year, I really buckled down and I tried my best and obstacles and people and things just bam, 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 like somebody was just saying boop, 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 just slap you in your face, just slap you in your face. Just so many temptations and so many things. And now I can pat myself on the back and be like, whoo, it was a hard struggle, but you must have did it. You did it right as much as I could in God's eyes. Because, oh my goodness, you get that feeling and you actually know. So, that's why I always say, no matter what, you got to try to do right. We may get out of character. We may let people get us out of character. I had people that would come on this platform and start something, get me worked up, and then say, I had you shook. Did you not, whoever it was behind the fake accounts, did you not know God was watching? And he had me. He had me. No matter how much you tried, you can't tangle with God. You cannot. You cannot. You can't. Now, my family and I, we good. We good. I mean, I can't ask for nothing else. I can't. I literally can't. I'm pretty sure it's something we all can ask for, but what I'm saying is the blessing. So now I can literally focus on the passion I have, especially being on this platform. And that is helping. Excuse me, y'all. I told you my reflux. That is helping as much as I can. That is in any kind of way. And I understand some people ain't gonna understand it. They gonna say you prepping, you crazy, you this, that, and other. Even the ones that said I was unhinged. Because we talk about prepping and stuff. God got me. I understand what y'all was saying when y'all said it. I understood it then. But I really understand it now. Because I can feel what seems like the energy, the blessing. So, I see things different. Sometimes you got to make that step to say, hey, I'm going to really put in more effort. Faith of a mustard seed. You know how small a mustard seed is? Faith of a mustard seed. And it's got to come true from within. You can't say it and it's not true from within, because remember, he knows why you're saying it. He knows why you're saying it. He knows. When nobody else may not. He knows. And once you get to that step, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He opened doors. He flipped no's to yes. He does it all. But one thing that I always know, we always know this, but one thing I can tell you from within the past just 2-3 weeks, he gonna do it on his time. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't care what fools that's coming at you got to say or do. Because they ain't got no power unless you give them the power. He got the power. He got the power over them. And he's sitting and looking at each and every one of us. Know every strand of hair on our head. Ain't that powerful? He's sitting watching each and every one of us. And he knows, okay? But he gonna do it on his time. When he ready, when he see fit. And when he guiding you, he guiding you. You gonna know it. You gon' know it. I'm a witness to that. You gon' know it. So now, can't nobody get me down. Ain't nothing nobody can come on and say, keep on moving. Cause I see and I know now. You always saying, but until you live it, and I've had chances to live it God done got me out of so much, the surgeries, having kids, that car accident, I'm walking. And sometimes we don't see we see those blessings. We see those blessings. But sometimes you still try to fight things yourself, fight people yourself. And when you go back and you have time to go back and be like, dang, God been with me for so long. When you actually sit down and think about it, so long. So long. And that's what I do sometimes. My pregnancies, they was good until I got ready to deliver. Doctors and almost just a lot. So many times I could have been took out, but God was right there. God was right there. That accident, can't walk, paralyzed from the waist down. Doctors don't know if I ever, 2 weeks, walk. Those things, sometimes we take our blessings for granted. But keep living, try to do right, and eventually you'll have the chance to sit down and really truly reflect. We could reflect and say, God got me through this, got me through that, nobody but God. But when you sit down and you really reflect, really truly sit down and reflect on it, that's a whole nother feeling. That is a whole nother feeling. So those are the things we have to look at, So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more. Let me see. If you know the enemy is here, you should obviously know the Most High is sitting on how we work on his time. Stay in your place. You better preach it, girl. I see y'all. When I tell y'all, you got to make that step. I made that step the end of last year. And I've been met with so many obstacles since. People and all. People that didn't even understand my spiritual turnaround. They thought it was about them. They thought it was something with them. And it wasn't. It was me saying, okay, it's time for me to get closer to Jehovah. It's time to me try to, go deeper into my faith. It's time for me because I can't do it without him. That was me trying my best to turn around. And if those of you that's been following me, I am a lot calmer. You probably done seen the change. Or even if you haven't, I have. And when I tell you the blessings made me sit down and really reflect. on a lot, you know. So make that step, do right. We got common sense. We know what's right and what's wrong. And don't let nobody pull you down, because people will try to pull you down. See, there's a certain thing called bad seed, old bad seed. Not every bad seed has the ability to turn around to become a good seed. You got a good seed and you got a bad seed. And I ain't saying that bad seeds can't never change, but you got a lot of them that won't change. You can't let a bad seed, come down. You gotta, your bad seed, you gotta get it on out your way, out your life, and you gotta keep trying to grow good seeds. When we put a seed in the ground and then I got some in there that didn't come up, when we put them, see what am I gonna do? Throw them pods out and drop some more in there, and then keep all the good ones and get all the bad ones away from you. Same thing with planting. You're gonna throw out the bad seeds, keep the good seeds, and keep trying to grow. And that's what we gotta do. Cause it ain't worth trying to impress nobody. It ain't worth it trying to please nobody. That is not what we supposed to be trying to please God. That's what we need to be trying to help ourselves. Help God a little bit, by trying to help yourself some. And that's what we're trying to do with preparing. So that being said, I'm gonna play my song again. I'm gonna get what I can, and then I'm gonna get off of here so I don't hold y'all too much. We've been on here an hour and 23 minutes. And I just been around it, but who knows? Could have been just something that somebody needed to hear. Because I don't plan out my live stream. They just go the way they go. Okay? I understand the ones who need to understand. We understand, my girl. Thank you, Love Bug. That's the part right there. Honey, it's true. It's true. It's true. Thank you, Love Bug. All right, y'all. So I'm going to play my song again. Let it be motivation. Let it be motivation. Okay? Let me do a little bit more so I can get off in here, so I can make some room to bring the stuff from that video today. Right?
You've been putting in work when nobody sees. Planting seeds in silence, watering dreams, smiling through pain, still showing up. Even when life keep calling your bluff, they don't know what it costs you to stay in the race. The prayers you whispered with tears on your face, but you never folded, never sat still. That kind of faith gon' break through for real. Your time coming.
It's funny when she says that part, because I've had several people, couple from this platform and a couple people I know personally, tell me, I think the word is resilient. You're resilient. You don't give up. You just keep going, keep going. That's why I can relate so much. I never sat down. Even when I feel like I say, I remember crying to God, just like, why? Why? Just why? Like, I was broken, Like, why is all these obstacles? Why? Then I got to my senses, like, fool, you shouldn't be questioning God. Like, but it just, the anger, the sadness, you're a good person, and you just keep, it would just do something to you because we're imperfect. So when she says things in this song, I know the nights I've laid in, prayed, emotional, wanting something so bad, trying to do this, trying to do that. It just could not, never. And then you watch people that's mean and ugly and got bad intention. When I say ugly, not physical, I'm talking about within. And it seems like they always on top. The people that don't care about doing underhanded stuff. The people that don't care about your feelings, that don't care how they make you feel. They are so eager to do whatever. And it seemed like they was always on top. And then you can't bring yourself to be like them because your conscience is just like, no. And you always get that slap in the face. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all probably have been there and can understand those words I just said. And then when you spaz out and when you had enough and you break down and you just go off, nobody understands. They're easy to say you're the problem when you know. So then go and you pray, you pray, you pray. Like, God, you know, only you see, only you know. So I understand. I really understand. And like I said, I know now God seen, understood. And it's good. It's good. You know what I'm saying? My daughter says that and I tell her, nope, just wait. Because you'll always forever get exactly what. Yep, little bug. You have to keep going. I forgot to hit like thank you for hitting the East egg, hitting the like. God is using you to show up majority. I hear you, love bug. Yes, you got this. So yeah, so it's just like, you know, like I say, I see the blessings and I understand this so much. Now I ain't gonna stop it no more. I'm gonna restart it. I ain't gonna stop it no more. I'm just gonna get that. I had to say that because it just bring back, you know, it just bring back people telling you that, and the people that was telling you that, you know, they wasn't truly for you anyway. And it was like they was telling me that because they didn't like that. But I'm built from a different cloth. With God's help and my family, my blood family background, I'm built from a different cloth. We don't give up. And that's a good thing. That's a good, we may mentally want to, but we find some kind of way with God's strength to keep going, keep going. And so I feel like I told y'all I don't like to be defeated when it comes to man, I like to keep going, keep going. So yeah, I know the ones that was telling me that didn't mean me no good. It was in their tone, their aura, their energy as they were saying it. So I knew it. Here, be serious, Abby. Got you, East Dad. I can listen to you all night. Very wise, so much wisdom. Thank you, love bug. Thank you, honey bun. All right, I ain't gonna stop no more. I'm just gonna play it and just flow with it, okay? I almost got. It seems like I clean one area and then put stuff in. I'm gonna get it together. I'm getting it together. It looks a lot better than what it did, but then when I look over there, it's like, girl, please, what? I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together. It may take 2 days, but I'm gonna get it together. All right.
You've been putting in work when nobody sees, planting seeds in silence, watering dreams, smiling through pain, still showing up. Even when life keep calling your bluff, they don't know what it costs you to stay in the race. The prayers you whispered with tears on your face, but you never folded, never sat still. That kind of faith gon' break through for real. Your time coming, I feel it in the wind. All that grind, all that pain, about to turn to winds. Every no you heard, God gon' flip to yes. Every closed door is just a divine test. So keep going hard, don't slow down yet. You ain't worked this long just to have regrets. You about to rise like you always do. Your time coming, it's overdue. You kept showing love even when they switched. Kept walking light when life got dark quick. You poured into others while running on E. But baby, breakthrough coming, just wait and see. You ain't crazy, you chosen. Got saw the night you were broken. He kept receipts on every try, and he gon' bless you right on time. Your time coming, stay in position. The table's turning in your favor, no permission. They gon' act like they always do, but only you and God knew what you've been through. So chin up, don't let the pressure lie. Diamonds fall when you don't quit the fight. It's closer than it's ever been for you. Your time coming, let it move. You ain't invisible, you just being built. Every scar, every tear is strength, not guilt. It's your season to shine, your name in lights. You paid your dues, now claim your rights. Your time coming, believe the truth. Everything they said you couldn't do gon' come through. So don't hold back, don't lose hope. This the moment God gon' help you build. From pressure to power, from silent to loud, from over to making it proud. Keep showing up, you already grew. Your time coming, let's do.
What was quick?
No organizing it.
I was trying. I still ain't got it all the way. Now I gotta. Let me see.
They always say you got this. Who got you? You the one they call when the world fall down. The shoulder, the calm, the safest sound. You show up with strength when the room's full of fear. But when you need help, ain't nobody near. You smile through storms, stay quiet through pain. Never let them see you buckle under the strain. You laugh when your chest heavy, tears on mute. Giving life to everybody, but who waters you? Who checks on the strong ones? The ones that smile when they breaking apart. Who hears the tears that fall in the dark? Who hugs the backbone of the home? The ones who heal but feel alone. Strong don't mean unshaken. It means we mastered faking. Check on us, we tired too. Behind the strength, we human too. You pour out peace like an endless cup. Even when your own world's rough enough, you pray for them, show love on time, but no one notices you losing your mind. You help them heal, help them cope, speak life when you can't find hope. But who sits with you when the silence screams? When you're drowning slow in broken dreams? To the man who's tired but scared to say it. To the woman who loved but don't feel it reciprocated. To the kid who had to grow up too fast. To the one whose peace never seems to last. This world expects so much before she hit her feet. He flexing cars he don't even know, but can't afford the gas to get home. We show the best and hide the scars, crop the pain, filter the parts. Everybody smiling, why? But nobody's saying what's really inside. Scrolling through a world so fake, feeling like my joy's at stake.
Now I'm gonna stop that song right there, and I'm gonna restart it in case you didn't pay attention to what was said. When I was sharing so much of my life, I understood what people were saying about don't tell your life, don't tell your life. And then I had some people that genuinely was in the same situation or a similar situation or understood. And they would come in and say, you helping me, you helping me. But you got so many people that will say, don't share your life. Don't. And I'm the type that I'm an open book. I understand what life means. Life is life. Life ain't perfect for nobody. And just because people don't want to share their life, sometimes they look at people that do share their life, people that's being real and authentic. They look at them as a problem because it's something that they don't have the courage to do. Or it could be that they just don't want to, and that is fine. But I have so many people, and I understand, I have learned some things you can't share. Even though out of me sharing, out of goodness of everybody go through things. If you're going through something, your marriage, your relationship, your family, or whatever, everybody go through things. Everybody have similar problems. I choose not to be fake. I choose not to do what that song is actually saying. And like I said, maybe I relate to it because this individual is from Mississippi, from my home state. Not too much far from my hometown. So when she writes these lyrics, I really, really, really understand them. But so many people, and it wasn't that they was caring about the fact that I'm sharing my life. Some of them they know that's something they would never do. So it was a problem to them. But sometimes you can fake the pictures. You can fake the how you're living, and it can cause more harm to you than good. Because now you're living a life, you're portraying a life that you don't have. And if you ask me, that's stress. That could be stress. I wish more people would live in their truth, and you will understand how much of I didn't say you have to tell your business, but live in your truth. Don't try to please the next person, because the next person can't do nothing for you hardly but play in your face, be fake with you, and stab you in your back. When you love who you are, no matter your appearance, ain't trying to go and get all these BBLs and all that stuff so you can look apart, you can look this way, where people stress themselves out on the next vehicle they gonna get. How can they show off to their family and friends that they got something, and they struggling just to have it, And this song, for those of you that may be wondering, is called Social Media Lies. And it's by Xania Monet. Xania Monet, which is Monet, and it's called Social Media Lies. There's people, I'm gonna tell you, content creators. I've been on YouTube since 2015. Took a break, got back to going 2020. I know what I'm talking about. A lot of you content creators, that's just starting out, and you may be discouraged because you see people getting these views and these views and these views. Honey, it's so many people buying views, spending probably $2 or $3 a day promoting videos to make it look like people is watching them. Spending money and not making money. Because from my understanding, you promote a video, those views you got from the promotion part, you don't get paid for those. People buying subscribers and all that, and you'll sit down and be like, how they getting all that? Until you find out they buy them. They not even getting them. Be true and authentic, and when your time comes, look at me. I got 26,000 and something subscribers. I got people that play on with my subscribers every single day. So many fake accounts. They join with all their fake accounts, then they sit and just pick them off every day, thinking that that's bothering my channel. It's not. It's not. It's not. But now my channel has now in the last couple of weeks become pretty much a hobby. And when I say hobby, I don't have to do this. I literally don't have to do this, but I choose to because I want to help people. And whenever YouTube feel like they're going to push me more, then that'll be when they push me more. But if I can help one person, that's all that matters. Because I'll say I don't have to be on here. I literally don't have to be on here. Do I make a few little coins? Yes, I do. But it wouldn't make no difference. It wouldn't make no difference. You know? I could say I'm going to shut these channels down now. And that's the honest God truth. I don't have to do it. I choose to because it was my passion. And it still is my passion. But it also, when I say hobby, not like I'm just like, it's more of I'm not working. Well, I don't have to work that hard to try to, I need this amount. I need this amount or anything like that. Anything like that. I'm mainly doing it now because I want to help anybody that I can, and I see what's going on, So content creators that's maybe like me and you ain't getting the view, take what you get. If you get over that $100 threshold for that month, you make $100, $120, $130. I don't know how your financial situation is set up, but don't just keep going. Keep going. Because a lot of people that you think is getting views, some are now. Some are. A lot of people is buying views. Okay? A lot of channels has taken hits. Big YouTubers have taken hits. People that's got 100,000, 200,000 subscribers is only getting 3,000, 5,000 views. So imagine a person like me that's got 26,000 subscribers. I'm getting 300, 400, 500 views on videos. So how in the world a person with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 getting 2,000 views? Whatever it is YouTube doing, the platform is saturated. Everybody's gonna cut. Now I'm not saying all the channels that's like that, but you can tell the ones that's got 4,000, 5,000 subscribers, you ain't getting that many, unless you messy. If you're not a messy channel, then you're not. Most of them, some is legit. Most of them ain't getting that. Okay, a lot of things, people will sit and pay $2 a day and promote their video to get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views and think people is crazy. So don't look at that. Put your head down, put in work, take in be passionate about what you're doing on your channel, and just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And it may take a couple years. It may take a couple months. But you will get there. Don't let these people that's running around here cropping stuff, paying for views and renting out vehicles, leasing them and all this type of stuff, have you thinking that, don't, And that's one reason why some people will tell you Not all people, but some people will tell you, don't show this, don't show, because they know they can't show this or that and the other because it's fake. And a lot of time people want you to be in the same spot as them. They don't want you to elevate in a different realm if the realm makes you look a little bit better than them. They rather both of you be just like this. They don't want you to do this. They don't want you to, if you being transparent and people is loving your transparent, they'll come and try to make you stop being transparent and go back like this, okay? But now I have learned, can't tell everybody everything. I have learned that. Have learned that. But just keep going. Now y'all listen to this song, okay? Y'all listen to this song. And it's the truth. It's the truth. You know? It's the truth. Just keep going. You gotta listen to the words, okay? Maybe, love bug. Thank you so much, love bug. Oh, wait. Thank you so much, love bug. You can't buy realness, no. Thank you so much, honey, for all the kind words. This drama sale, which is so back, yeah, it does. That just show you how many messy people it is that loves to sit and just have drama, you know? Just listen to these words, though.
She posting pics on a private beach, but overdraft hit before she hit her feet. He flexing cars he don't even know, but can't afford the gas to get home. We show the best and hide the scars, crop the pain, filter the parts. Everybody smiling wide, but nobody saying what's really inside. Scrolling through a world so fake, feeling like my joy's at stake. Trying to keep up with pretend when I'm barely holding it in. On these social media lives, got us dying for likes while we dead inside. Comparing our storms to their blue skies. Feeling unworthy when we try. We post our wins, hide our cracks, but behind that screen is a soul that hides. Living for views, chasing applause, but losing ourselves for the cause. These social media lies ain't worth my peace, my truth, my mind. Oh. I took 10 photos, deleted 9. Trying to look like her and still be fine. They said you're glowing, but I was low. Taking mirror pics just to feel like I got control. I laughed on stories, but cried off screen. Gave captions to what I wish life would mean. We chasing love through a double tap, but real connection don't look like that. All these comments, all this praise, but it don't touch my darkest days. Validation on demand, but who gon' love me when I can't stand?
Did she not hit it on the spot? Did she not hit it? Did she not hit that on the spot? Did she not? I'm so glad. I'm so glad I never got caught up in the fakeness. I'm so glad. So glad. So glad. That's a horrible way to be that I grew up with that. I understand, little bug. I understand. I could care less, you know. This is a nice soothing. Let's make it. It takes away any stress. Oh, I'm glad, Tanya. I'm glad you feel that way, honey. I'm glad you feel that way. We need this. It's so much going on. We need this. And not caring about what other people may think and not trying to live like they want you to live is it's something special, something different, you know. It's the way we should be. Thank you, love bug. It's the way we should be, you know. I had no idea that my live stream was gonna go this way. It's just another way of it just go with the flow, I guess. I never know. And sometimes I just get to talking. It seems like sometimes I don't even be talking. It seems like I be the words and everything is just right there, just coming, just like right there. You know, some would say that's God leading me to say things. I don't know. I don't know, you know, but sometimes it don't even be my intentions. It just seems like it just start flowing. Like, you know, I don't know. So I'm gonna dust this real quick. I'll play another one. It gets dusty so quick in here. So happy I caught the live. I'm glad you did too, love bug. I'm glad you did too. I'm gonna play one more song, and then by then I should be done. Doing this.
Somewhere on a stretch of road in a town never heard of. There's a Chevy truck. The person who drives it. Let's
try to dust some of this. I think I got enough room to bring some stuff in here. God is at work. Yes. Yes. All right. Stay.
We don't always see eye to eye. You get on my nerves, I still hold tight.
Nah, I ain't feeling that one. Let me see if I can find another one. I could tell at the beginning. This one may be. This one may be better.
I gave you all of me, even the parts I should have said.
Don't like that vibe neither. um, let's see. Cause she sings R&B too, so I'm gonna play this one. I think about my granny whenever I play this one. She has one. They didn't do it like Grandma did. Okay, so I'm gonna play this one. I think a lot of us will be able to relate to this. Okay.
She ain't had much, but gave like she did. Fed a whole house off a half full old fridge, kept the door unlocked, heart open wide. Even when life took more than it gave, she still smiled. She prayed over everybody, even the ones who hurt her. Held the whole family together like it was her purpose. You could feel her love in a play, in a hug, in a hymn. And since she left, we ain't felt that again. They don't love like grandma did. Ain't no more arms that feel like this. Ain't no one calling just to say, baby, you good. Now it's silence where comfort stood. She ain't need a phone to check on your soul. She knew when you was hurting before you ever told. And I've been looking for that kind of love, I admit. But they don't love like grandma did. She remembered birthdays, old recipes. Said bless your heart instead of throwing shade at me. Taught me how to pray, how to sit still, how to stand on faith. When life got real, now the world feel cold. Hearts got filters, text messages done replaced her scriptures, and family dinners turned into takeout and phones. Since she been gone, this house ain't home. They don't love like grandma did. Now everybody pissed and everybody hid. Ain't no more porch light, no more come on in. Just locked doors and thick skin. She gave grace when she got none back. Still showed up, never kept track. And I've been trying to fill that space ever since. But they don't love like grandma did. I miss that unconditional, that come as you are type of real. She didn't need a reason to care. She just loved and made you feel healed. They don't love like grandma did. Ain't no soul out here that love that big. I trade the world for one more Sunday call, one more story in that old chair by the wall. She left a legacy in every dish, every prayer. And though she's gone, her love's still there. But truth be told, since she been heaven's kid, they don't love like grandma did.
All right, y'all. Hey, Lena. Def Lemon. Caught some of the live screen tuning in from Georgia. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. You said, is this an album? She has albums. You can, if you have YouTube Music, or you can just go on YouTube and type in, let's see, her name is Xania, Zanaya, Monet, Menet. And you should be able to pull up her songs. If you pull it up on YouTube Music, then you'll be able to see her albums and stuff. Is this beautiful? Yeah, I think about my granny every time I hear it. So look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I will be doing a tour soon, but I kind of got, whoo. I'll give y'all a look around of what I did, okay? But I kind of got it in order somewhat, okay? But this, so the stuff up here is what we're gonna pull from. It's the working pantry. So when I need something, if it's over here, pull from here, okay? But over here is what's left of the stockpile because we have been using it. I don't have a lot of those yakisobis and stuff like that. We ate that stuff down, got rid of it because like I told you, I don't want to have too much of that stuff. Not saying I won't stock it, but it won't be like the only thing. Like there's a lot of pasta shells and stuff like that. Still got soups and stuff. We had way more soups, but been going through it with the soups. So yeah, so I'm doing it a lot different. Um, but I will show y'all that. But that is what it's looking like so far. And like I say, this is keeping it going from here on out, but doing it on a budget, doing it the getting the glare on my glasses. It's like it's reflecting back on me. Um, but doing it on a budget, trying to get these deals every week as a way to stock up. Um, so that's what I'm gonna be sharing with y'all. Walmart, things you can get from Walmart. Y'all know it's the $20 hauls or whatnot. CVS, trying to hit the stores too that everybody may have one in their area. Like your CVS, your Walgreens. CVS, I don't want a coupon at CVS. CVS prices just went extremely high. I feel like better deals at Walgreens. But we shall see. We shall see, okay? So with that being said, y'all, thank y'all for coming in. You actually did a lot. Yeah, I feel like I got room now because everything was just everywhere. I got room now to start bringing the stuff that I have been hauling in because I do have other hauls I have to do for y'all. That way I have a spot for them. But what was I saying? Oh, doing it on a budget though. Trying my best to do it on a budget, especially with the swords that y'all may all have. Okay. I need to get some more suits for sure. Yes, they come in handy. They really do. I try to look at the sodium on there, but if I have to, I would dilute that. Like have like, for instance, like that was something my granny used to make for us growing up. And like I say, it was me, my brothers, and my granny had 7 kids. So by the time me and my brothers was born or whatnot, then it was 3 of us, and then I had my uncle who helped take care of us. So he played the dad role. My granny, and then I had like 2 more uncles that was in the household. So another reason why I'm tomboyish, because 2 brothers and 3 uncles in the household. But I have a total of 5 uncles and 1 auntie, and then my mom. So, but anyway, that was a lot of people, lot of mouths to feed. So, she used to do this thing where she'd make some rice, pot of rice, and then she would take chicken and rice soup, the Campbell's chicken and rice soup, and she would take like 2 cans of it and pour it off in the cooked rice. After she done cooked the rice, and then she'll let that heat through. When I tell you, it was so good. It was so good. But the only thing now is Campbell's soup don't taste the same. It be all congealed and stuff in it. It don't taste the same. It tastes like machinery to me. So it don't taste the same. But that was a way to stretch it, and that rice used to be on point. Just 2 cans. So with that, even if the sodium content in it, and you pour that in a big pot of rice, and you got let me see, 7 people, 5 to 7 people eating out that pot, you ain't getting all that sodium. So even stretching it like that, that's good. That's why I keep the soups, because you can make pasta and pour a can of that soup over it, chicken noodle soup over it, to make it stretch, and then that'll still be somewhat healthy because you're not eating that whole can that's got 50% of your daily sodium value in that 1 can, and then you go eat something else. So it makes it stretch, and it dilutes a lot of the sodium if you don't add no sodium to it. You get what I'm saying? So some things I will do, okay? So, how are you managing your water? It's all stocked up in the hallway. Right now, how many cases of water I got? 11 cases of water. I am gonna be getting some more water this coming up week. God say the same. But I'm just stacking it in my hallway up. That's what I'm doing right now. So cases, I get the 40 case, the 40 count bottles of water from Sam's Club is where I get them from. But when as I see other places, I know Walmart has, I think it's 40 case or 35 case for a good price too. Their Walmart Great Value water. So if y'all want to stock up on water and you don't have a Sam's Club, then check that out. But the Sam's Club, the 40 count is like 4.48, something like that. A little bit under $5 for a case. So that's why I do that. I do need to stock up on my dispenser jugs, though, my 5-gallon dispenser jugs, because they will come in handy too should something happen, even though we use it for the dispenser. Like right now, I have one 5-gallon jug on the dispenser thing, but I got 2 empty. And see, that's like my limit. I don't want to have 3 empty. So tomorrow, I'll probably go to Publix and get those filled up. Okay. So let's see. I'm eating very little because I'm not feeling good. My grandson has the flu and I got a touch of it. Oh, yeah. I've heard the flu and stuff is going around. Going around. My grandma had 13 kids. Ooh, 13. Oh my goodness, love bug. I need to store water and other beverages. I have a habit of drinking them. Yeah, and I was just looking. I will show you this. Now I had caught them on sale. Okay. Um, these right here. It's so much tea, and I think these have caffeine. It's black tea, so I wouldn't drink this, but I'm sure Oronde would. But like teas and stuff, like all those is those teas I had caught on sale. All those are teas, and I think they have caffeine like these. Like I have my ginger tea now. I keep this, okay. Um, don't use it or nothing. Just keep it for emergency. This is ginger honey crystals. The You have to be careful with it though, because with having GERD, it is very potent. One packet is very potent because I used to eat the ginger chews, and oh my goodness, my stomach started burning. I was like, oh no, you don't. So I know in an emergency situation, instead of having this in a cup, you might want to put in a gallon of water because it will literally burn your stomach. If you drink too much or you got a sensitive stomach like I do. But let me see this right here. I remember when we stocked up on all these. And I'm sure they got caffeine. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. See, this is what know your preps. Know your preps, because I had stocked them on and I was like, you know what? Aronda at least eat them. And I eat them, drink them. I don't like herbal stuff. I just don't. But look what this say. Naturally caffeine free. Oh my goodness. See, look at God. These ain't been here and I hadn't even paid attention to it because I was just assuming he don't have a problem with caffeine. So I look at that. Strawberry raspberry iced tea. Look at that. And they are caffeine free. I know it's other flavors in here. See, like I say, with everything I was doing, I didn't have time to like really go through my stuff. Now I have time and know how to proceed from here on. So, because I didn't know this. I don't know if that's strawberry too. I thought they were different flavors. I think that's strawberry too. But I'm going to have to go through. And like I say, I got to do a tour for y'all anyway. And by then, I've been went through. But that's caffeine free. Oh my goodness, so I possibly could drink that. Let me see. I don't think this is caffeine free though. See though, you never know, cause I ain't know that was. I would like to try that one. What, this one right here? Oh, it said they got a peach mango and a lemon, but caffeine will have me crawling on the floor, looking crazy. Just throw it all the way off. Caffeine and my anxiety do not work. Okay. I think this got caffeine because it don't say caffeine free. But that's fine though, because them Twinnings is caffeine free. So Yeah. So I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to try that. Because I did not know. I probably want to know until I went through it. Ginger Chews sound good. Never heard of them. Yeah, they the same brand. Um, the Ginger Chews are the same brand as this. I had melt some ginger chews down in water one time for y'all, but they the same. This brand right here. You can get them from let's see. I don't know if Walmart now have them now. When I first started them, I was getting them from the GNC store. But I know like the Asian markets, they be having them, and they have them now. Lemon ginger chews, mango ginger chew. But be careful, cause as you chewing them, they very sticky, and they will slide down your throat. Be careful with them. But these right here is the crystals, for like the tea. So, but be careful. They will burn your stomach. Okay. TJ Maxx has them too. Yep, you're right. You're right. I did see them a couple years ago at TJ Maxx. So you may be able to even find them at places like Burlington and stuff too. Kohl's that have like the little food thing. You may be able to find them there too. But be careful because they will burn your stomach. My stomach is sensitive from the GERD, and after having a couple of them for like a couple days straight, yeah, and I'm like, no. So I know if I make that, it will have to be in a gallon of water. You only need a little bit of that, one packet and a little bit of it. So, but yeah, so that's something good to have. So Home Goods too, I could see that. I don't know if I've been to a Home Goods, but I could see that because like TJ Maxx and stuff like that. Yup. Cynthia Murray. Yep. Hey honey. Hey honey. All of those look good. I love ginger chews. Look for that ginger tea and Twins tea. Yes, 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 yes. I had got that Twins tea. I think that was marked down at Food Line. I don't know if you're on the East Coast and have a Food Line, but that's when we had got that. I'll search for it. Got you, got you. So look, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off in here. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I appreciate it. This was a good, relaxing live stream. I hope y'all was motivated. Look for more hauls because these are gonna be prepping hauls. And more information and stuff. Like we on our prepping thing, okay? We on our prepping thing. We ain't waiting to 2026. Okay, it's time to get started now because these folks ain't waiting to do all the crazy stuff that they doing. All right, so this is what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so with that being said, I will talk to you in the next one if it's God's will. Y'all please be safe, be vigilant. You're welcome, love bug. You're in Seattle. Got you, got you. That's what my uncle is. But I will see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Okay, y'all please be safe. Make sure y'all stay vigilant and let's prep. Okay, prep. If it ain't nothing but a little bit at a time, but it's you need to start. You need to start if you haven't started. And at this point, we not stopping. Okay, as long as God give us strength, we're not stopping. Love each and every one of y'all, and I will talk to you in the next one if it's Jehovah's will. Bye.